Every athlete has their own motives for climbing the ladder of fame and fortune. Some long for what only money can buy: expensive possessions, exotic travel, the biggest houses, the fastest cars, and the opportunity of a worryless existence for themselves as well as those around them. But for some, the pursuit of athletic excellence is pure joy, pure fun, and the money is just a helpful perk. Stipe Miocic is a two-time UFC heavyweight champion and pound-for-pound great with an astounding record of 20-3. Since his debut with the UFC in 2011, Miocic has made a name for himself in the MMA world and is widely considered one of the all-time best in the sport. Even though the UFC hasn't made him a face of the organization the way they have for other fighters, he's proven to be a tough champion to unseat. His record number of fight night bonuses, coupled with his high-profile matchups, sponsorships, and pay-per-view buys, has filled Miocic's pockets with a small but formidable fortune. But there are many facets to Stipe Miocic, including his part-time job away from the UFC, his love for his family, and his desire to give back to the community that supported him. So where does all that fight money go? And what are Miocic's eventual goals? Like, share, and subscribe to the Ultimate Fighting Network as we find out how Stipe Miocic spends his millions. The son of Croatian immigrants with a rigorous athletic background, Stipe Miocic has fought for the UFC for nearly a decade, and during that time he's gained the record for fight night bonuses at a whopping 9 between Performance of the Night, Knockout of the Night, and Fight of the Night. Each of these clocks in at $50,000. Despite not being seen as bankable in interviews by the UFC higher-ups, Miocic has also been successful with sponsorships and endorsements, including Cub Cadet, Reebok, and Modelo, who featured him and his remarkable story in TV spots and print ads. As his star has risen, especially after he defeated Fabricio Werdum for the heavyweight championship in 2016, Miocic has also gotten large payouts for his matchups with big names like Alistair Overeem, Francis Ngannou, and an intense trilogy with Daniel Cormier. These matchups came with six-figure purses, upwards of $750,000 just for fighting, never mind winning, as well as substantial pay-per-view payouts. Miocic's relationship to the UFC has a slightly different dimension than other career fighters. Unlike his peers, he has other irons in the fire: a part-time job on the side as a firefighter paramedic. His salary from this job is undisclosed, but he's expressed a desire to one day become a full-time firefighter once his career with the UFC is over. With all that in mind, most sources available put Miocic's estimated net worth at around $4 million. No small number. So what does a guy like Stipe Miocic spend his money on? Most sources say that Miocic is devoted to his home and family, and his investments reflect that. Born and raised in Ohio, Miocic still lives there. He and his wife and their young daughter live in a beautiful mansion in an upscale neighborhood just outside of Cleveland, with 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, and a spacious swimming pool. Despite the property's size, Miocic enjoys doing much of the gardening and yard work himself. When it comes to fancy toys, Miocic admits that he's loyal to one particular vehicle: the Dodge Ram 1500 Rebel. It's his hands-down favorite ride, and he said that he'll buy the newest model of the Rebel every time it becomes available. Despite his love for his truck, Miocic claims he's not very materialistic. He dresses nicely because his wife insists on it and helps him choose high-end, fashionable suits. He likes shoes, but doesn't go out of his way to buy them. He's a loyal Apple user and likes to wear an Apple Watch. As far as other technology goes, Miocic is a self-confessed gamer, and he enjoys winding down between training, UFC matches, and his duties as a firefighter with games like Resident Evil and Call of Duty, though he says he'll play any game online to pass the time. Overall, Miocic is a loving husband and father. Much of his money is likely to go to the support and education of his daughter, to whom he longs to give every opportunity for success.
It's the best thing that ever happened to me. Honestly, it's the best thing that ever happened to me. Becoming a fighter was amazing. Getting signed with the UFC and then winning the heavyweight title and defending it multiple times. Most ever in history was awesome. But the minute she was born, it's okay. It's okay. The minute she was born, man, I didn't know what love was. I loved her.
He likes to travel, but only with his family. He likes to spend time after a fight relaxing with his loved ones and eating pizza. For such a high-profile fighter, his needs are seemingly very simple: Another place in Miocic's heart is reserved for the sport of MMA and the fighters who will come after him. When he retires, he's promised to support and train young fighters and to stay active in the community as long as he can, out of respect and gratitude for those who surrounded him in his career. Whether this means he'll open his own gym or something else, only time will tell. Having regained his title from Daniel Cormier at the end of their trilogy in 2020, Stipe Miocic is poised to continue his incredible streak of championship defenses, fight even bigger names, and win even more vast purses. He doesn't show signs of slowing down anytime soon, a fighter who has promised that the moment fighting isn't fun anymore, he'll be done. For now, fighting seems fun for Miocic, and it's definitely lucrative. But every cent he gains just seems to deepen his resolve and reveal more of his identity. A passionate athlete, a committed family man, a responsible emergency responder, and a fighter with a real love for his sport. No matter what comes next for Stipe Miocic, nothing seems likely to change any of what actually matters. What do you think of Stipe Miocic? Comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching the Ultimate Fighting Network.